Picking the absolute right editing setup for your current skill level will literally decide whether your podcast lives or dies. This isn't about the tools magically making your content better, but the wrong system burns you out so fast, you'll quit before your show finds any traction. Editing is the biggest time sink for most creators, and handing that entire task off to an editor can become incredibly expensive very quickly. Therefore, you absolutely need a system that genuinely fits your current workflow and your actual patience level as a creator. I've personally been in the trenches with nearly every editor that people have hyped up since Final Cut was the reigning king back in the early 2010s. We have witnessed the entire evolution, moving from heavy desktop beasts to newer cloud-first workflows, and now a huge flood of AI-first applications. Today, my goal is to walk you through the real trade-offs across the entire spectrum of editing tools available right now. I will clearly discuss who each specific tool is actually right for, and, yes, give you a practical starting suggestion based on your show's current growth stage. We'll also discuss strategically how these newer AI tools should be thoughtfully integrated into your production process moving forward. I promise to be completely honest about where these automated features truly shine and exactly where they will inevitably cause you pain. To give you some context, I personally started my very first podcast from a small bedroom with 0 listeners and 0 industry credentials to lean on. Within just 1 year, I leveraged that single show to land my dream coaching job and helped co-produce podcasts that achieved truly massive listener numbers. I teach creators and executives how to make consistent shows that actually convert their efforts into tangible business results, not just tools for fancy visual effects. Now let's break down the entire editing world based on the specific stage you are most likely occupying right now. For those in the foundational crawl phase, your singular, most important goal is publishing new episodes consistently without getting crushed by the workload. In this stage, the winning formula is almost always combining quality remote recording with a very simple, straightforward editing process. For years now, Riverside.fm has stood out as the reliable workhorse for creators who need higher quality remote audio and video capture. It has matured beautifully from just being a better recorder into a true all-in-one platform where you can edit and publish from a single spot. For absolute beginners who regularly record guests from distant locations, Riverside often removes significantly more technical friction than it ever adds to the process. But here is the essential truth. Newer specialized tools are now aggressively solving a different, yet equally painful, part of the creator content puzzle. I am referring to the constant, tedious problem of transforming one long master episode into a ton of short, social media-ready clips automatically. This specific need for automated distribution is exactly where a tool like Vizard fits in most naturally for creators who want reach without the constant grind. You can easily finish your main episode, run the file through Vizard, and have dozens of perfectly captioned clips queued up for the entire upcoming week. If you are strictly focused on audio-only content and happen to be a Mac user, GarageBand or iMovie for video are decent built-in apps that keep the barrier to entry very low. However, those native applications are inherently limited, lacking crucial features like automated viral clip finding or robust cross-platform scheduling presets. For many beginners taking their first steps, pairing a solid recording tool with a dedicated automation layer like Vizard is truly the fastest route to achieving consistent posting. Now let's transition into the walk phase, where you want more direct creative control while also leveraging much smarter automation techniques. Descript is my strong recommendation for a significant portion of creators here, because it introduced text-based editing and made the entire process accessible in a totally new way. The ability to edit your show by manipulating the transcript, seeing exactly where those filler words are, is a genuine breakthrough for many editors. Descript's integrated AI features allow you to do things like automatically remove silent gaps or intelligently auto-level different speakers, and the tool keeps improving. You do have to acknowledge, however, that as Descript gets more feature-rich, it naturally becomes a little more complex and less streamlined than it was initially. Because it is so heavily cloud-centered, having a reliably fast and stable internet connection becomes an absolute must for maintaining your editing pace. While Descript is fantastic for transcript-led cleanup and quick clip generation, it is not the right tool for polished color grading or complex multicam sync needs. This is precisely the moment where a smart, purpose-built edit stack starts making the most strategic sense for your output across platforms. Think of it as using Descript for your quick transcript edits and surgical audio fixes, then immediately using Vizard to automatically identify and schedule those viral moments. Vizard's content. Calendar becomes crucial here because it centralizes all your promotional posts, so you can tweak captions without juggling spreadsheets. It's fundamentally not about replacing Descript. It is about using each tool exactly where its specific strengths are most powerful for your final product. CapCut also deserves a major honorable mention, especially if you are a short-form creator who does most of your slick editing directly on your mobile phone. You can genuinely create incredibly polished reels and TikToks using just the raw processing power available in your pocket these days. But mobile-first tools inherently come with practical limits regarding final pixel quality, advanced timeline complexity, and pro export options. If your primary focus is batch producing those short clips and managing a full cross-platform schedule, adding Vizard solves those immediate scaling headaches. Finally, we arrive at the Run tier, which is strictly reserved for professional production environments demanding multi-camera shoots and advanced technical setups. This advanced level demands non-negotiable features like log color profiles, intricate audio routing schemes, and truly low latency offline editing. For these kinds of heavy-duty, high-stakes needs, you absolutely must utilize the big established non-linear editors, commonly known as NLEs. I'm talking about the industry mainstays, Adobe Premiere Pro, Apple Final Cut Pro, or the incredibly powerful DaVinci Resolve. These platforms are specifically engineered to effortlessly handle massive multicam timelines, huge 4K or even 8K media files, and cinematic color grading workflows. If you are producing content for paying clients, polished multi-part video series, or highly cinematic documentary interviews, these are the only tools capable of the job. Final Cut Pro is remarkably fast and optimized if you live entirely within the Apple ecosystem, and its single lifetime purchase option is a massive financial bonus. DaVinci Resolve is widely renowned as the colorist's secret weapon, heavily favored in Hollywood circles for its grading power, and it even offers a fantastic entry-level free tier. My own team defaults to Premiere Pro because despite a steeper initial learning curve, its integration with the broader Adobe Creative Suite is almost impossible to beat long-term. For dedicated, professional, multi-track audio control when recording directly into software, Adobe Audition is the specialized tool you should graduate to for the studio quality. GarageBand does a perfectly good job setting the baseline for beginners, but Audition gives you that crucial, studio-level command over every aspect of complex sound design. Before we conclude, let's quickly discuss the necessary trade-offs, because there is absolutely no single perfect editing solution in this entire crowded digital space. The simple, yet profoundly important reality is that the best tool is genuinely the one you will actually open and use consistently every week. I have watched many talented creators stall for an entire year, trying to master Premiere, simply because they believed it was the mandatory industry standard. That feeling of sunk cost and sheer intimidation will instantly crush your publishing momentum before you ever see meaningful results in your feed. You must also accept that any cloud-based tool, whether it's Descript or any AI editor, requires a consistently fast and utterly reliable internet connection to function properly. Conversely, the heavy professional NLEs demand both powerful, expensive hardware upgrades and a significant dedicated time investment just to learn their deeper functions. Another critical factor that you cannot afford to ignore as you advance is the sheer power of a rich plugin ecosystem for adding speed and polish. Premiere, Resolve, and Final Cut all boast massive marketplaces for things like custom LUTs, lower thirds graphics, and pre-made workflow template. But you must be warned that relying too heavily on these ready-made assets can quickly transform into another money pit and a new learning curve to manage. So, what exactly is the strategic role of all these flashy, new AI-first platforms that seem to be flooding the creator market right now? Everyone is hyping up tools like Opus or Cast Magic, promising automatic clip chopping, viral content suggestions, and fully automated promotional scheduling. These innovative tools genuinely solve real problems, especially around discovering those high-performing moments and accurately scoring their potential reach. However, they frequently come bundled with frustrating constraints, such as strict export resolution caps or sometimes even significant file size limitations. Some AI tools are perfectly built for rapid, high-volume iteration, while others become too rigid the second you need very precise, granular control over the final edit. Therefore, thinking of these AI features as powerful, targeted add-ons is significantly smarter than treating them as complete replacements for your core editing application. Large established software companies like Adobe are naturally slower moving, but offer superior long-term stability, while small AI startups innovate quickly, but might lack essential features down the road. I truly don't want this segment to feel like a hard commercial, so please view Vizard simply as that dedicated, tireless assistant handling all the tedious clip grunt work for you. Its three biggest strengths lie in its ability to auto-edit viral clips, auto-schedule your posts, and manage the entire pipeline within one unified content calendar. This means you can record your content in Riverside or Premiere, and Vizard instantly finds the performing moments, formats them, and queues them up for promotion. You effectively eliminate the tedious nightmare of downloading dozens of files, manually resizing them, and pasting them into entirely separate scheduling applications. For any creator aiming for significant scale without hiring a full-time editor, automation software like this acts as the essential connecting glue for your content operation. Compare that to other AI tools that just dump raw clips on you, often still leaving you with that painful manual export and re-import dance across different programs. Compared to Descript, which remains king for that transcript-led cleanup. Vizard specifically automates the discovery phase and then the entire distribution side of the equation. Here are a few quick, practical examples showing exactly how this versatile workflow actually functions in a creator's real-world week. If you record remote interviews and want to post 3 reels a week, record on Riverside, process in Vizard, quickly pick your favorites, and schedule everything to be done. If you are polishing cinematic episodes with multicam and high-end log footage, do the heavy edit in Premiere or Resolve, export the master, and then let Vizard find the social moments. For the creator who is primarily mobile first and cranks out snappy vertical content, CapCut is excellent for individual edits, but Vizard helps you batch process and maintain a consistent calendar. Here is my final practical ranking for the vast majority of ambitious, growing creators, which follows this clear progression. The best place to simply start when you're crawling is Riverside plus Vizard, because one gets you clean remote audio and the other ensures you actually publish something. Your immediate next step when you enter the walking phase is Descript for that quick cleanup, layered with Vizard to manage all the resulting social clip extractions. For the serious professional production running on Premiere or DaVinci, you use the NLE for the heavy lifting and dedicate Vizard solely to automating that crucial promotional distribution leg. Let's always remember the golden rule that underpins all technology decisions. The best tool is definitively the one you will actually open and use without feeling dread. If a program feels like an impenetrable brick wall that guarantees you will procrastinate editing, its technical power is completely meaningless to your show's ultimate success. You must start by choosing something that actively reduces daily friction and mercilessly automates the most repetitive, soul-crushing parts of your weekly job. That fundamental need for efficiency and smart automation is precisely why incredibly useful tools like Vizard have become an absolute necessity for modern creators today. So, I am genuinely curious to hear what editing stack you are currently running. Comment in the comments section down below this video. Drop your current setup down there and tell me which specific combination is actually helping you publish more content and reach new listeners efficiently. If you would like me to sketch out a quick, painless weekly workflow wiring together, Riverside, Descript, Premiere, or Vizard, just let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this entire deep dive into the world of editing tools. Now go make that amazing episode and let the tools handle the busy work.